Hausa people and the Middle Belt. For the Yorubas that are taking 10% and then, mortgaging their life and the life of their children, they can continue to do what they are doing. So the issue there now is that how are we going to get ourselves together? That is the Biafrans. And that is the reason why I am begging all the Biafrans, come together. Come together. Don't be so scared. You cannot be scared because he who is down do not need to fear any fall. You have already fallen on the ground. You're not going to fall from the tree again because you are on the ground. The people who are going to be scared are those people that are on the tree, the rich people. But for them to fall, then they are so scared. The people who have been eating are the people that will be worried. We've been hungry, we've been starved, we've been killed, we've been exterminated. So what are we fearing for? They are the ones that are going to fear us. So I am urging all our brothers, I am urging all the Biafran children, why can't you just turn your eye red? Show your red eye. Go ahead and organize yourself, galvanize yourself, and fight for what belongs to you. Just stay together. Contribute, even if it is a little money that you can contribute. Whatever you can give to Biafra, you give. You don't have to come out and be a member of IPOB. But for the fact that Nnamdi Kanu have put everything he have at stake, this man is homeless. Nnamdi Kanu do not have anything, even a dime. Nnamdi Kanu sleep on the street because of Biafra. Why can't you be considerate? Why can't you think about that? You have a home where you're going to live. You are running around everything. But somebody have already sacrificed the father. Sacrifice the father, the mother, and sacrifice everything that is in Nnamdi Kanu in order to make a good life for you and your children. What are you waiting for, my brother? Why can't you all wake up? Wake up and have a good life. God did not create you just to have the life that you are living. The type of life that you are living is the life that you'll be subjected to. But a human being like you are Biafran. You are Biafran. Stand up for your right. Stand up and take your Biafra. Don't let anybody just change your name for you because what you are Biafra and that is what you are. Believe me, and for the benefit of ones, for those people that are hindering this our movement, but let me tell you, your days are not bad. The children, wake up. Wake up. We know where they live. Wake up. We go after their children, go after their wives, and go after everything that they have. Well, we're going to see. Biafra is here. There's nothing a woman or a man that is born as a woman that will do. There is nobody that will stop this thing because Biafra, we have already achieved Biafra. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, and God bless you, Mazi.
Bless you too. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. We're still taking calls at 646-920-4541, 570-352-8442, WhatsApp line. And 929-406-9953 is the line for the principal officers and the ladies. I also have a take call on Skype. Skype is 845-283-9665. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Peters. I'll take a short break and I'll be back with you.
Oh, nana. Land of the rising sun. Turn of my originality. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my fatherland. We are children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle. Great Biafran people. We're taking it to idol worship and we lost the face of our God. And as we wallowed in idol worship, the British entered in, trading on the night, exploiting the people, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and take soup to them God have made high, and we embrace them. I never knew them got Nigeria more with religious dictators amongst our brethren, with denomination tear us apart, building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be a place forever. Oh, Nana, so we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. But our lives have gone poor. At the very spot we left our America. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Biafra, land of the rising sun. Biafra, my home, my father, the descendants of Abraham. Biafra, Father Isaac, the descendants of Jacob.
All right, I'm back again. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Iyke. I hail from Newi province of Biafra land. We are broadcasting live from New York City under the auspices of our mother station, Radio Biafra London. My leader is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is deputized by Uchemefo. All right, calls coming in. Let me take this one on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Okay, good afternoon from Yamaza. I think my network is okay now.
Yes, welcome back to the program.
Thank you very much. My name is Pastor Jack. I'm calling from Lagos as usual. I want to add my voice to what our people are saying this very morning. All protocols duly observed. First of all, I want to appreciate our indigenous people of Biafra and our able leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for his concern and his support for his citizen towards this advent of coronavirus regime. It is very, very important. Is this in this kind of situations you understand what truly what a true leader is. And our leader and IPOB have demonstrated it. They have set an example for others to follow. Yes, I want to come in. I think it is a very important in time that our people have to understand the people who meant well for them and who do not mean well for them as well. I was pondering why most of the people who quickly rush when they see one event, they will quickly rush and post on their social media and donate maybe 500,000 as the case may be. That this particular time that they needed their assistance, none of them have been able to speak up. The presidents, the presidency, because they don't have president, have not been able to do anything. The Senate that import their vehicle outside, but they don't allow the ordinary man to import foreigners, have not been able to do anything. The House of Rep members have not been able to do anything. The state governors, even though they are shutting down their border, which is not bad, but there is no palliative on ground to ameliorate the suffering our people are going to see or going to pass through. For here and now, almost 2 weeks I have been at home, and I know how much it's taking. You know how much it's going to cost when you are home. You are going nowhere. You are doing nothing. You know it costs you more than when you are doing something. So we expected that our people, or those of them who like to show up when occasion does not demand, to come out at this very point in time, that the masses needed them in order to show that support. And my other destiny is going to the men of God, our leaders. Now I wasn't happy when I saw the platform trending online where some churches designed that our people had to be paying online at the comfort of their home. At this particular period of time that our people are running hater-scatter, we are looking at how we are going to save the lives of our people, because the rate at which people die in the Western country, if that take toll in that same manner over here, our people are in one almighty mess. And our leader has given advice on what we should do, and IPB have also made their own assistance and alternative available. So I expected this men of God that the masses have given much, myself inclusive, to at this very point in time come out to donate money to the masses or to the public, instead of designing a platform to still use to collect from these people. Shutting down because of this virus is not going to kill you. All these years you have been there collecting this money from these people. Tithe, offering, sacrifice, call it whatsoever you may. But at this very point in time, that the people are expected to get from you, support from you. None of you have been able to do anything. Rather, you design a simple platform where you can still collect money from people, the less privileged at this point in time. To me, it is uncalled for. It is a very shameful thing. It is disgraceful. I must have to tell you, even though my church is involved in it, I must say it the way it is. It doesn't matter who else is God. I'm just saying it the way it is in my mind. It is uncalled for. It ought not to be. And then lastly, the bomb blast in Akure. Well, it is not surprising. It's not surprising to us. I think our media platform, we have been able to assess the situation, and I think by now we should have published that report. We are making a comparison between that of Abulado and that one that takes place this morning. You see that almost the same pattern. Almost he camped in almost 100 and something houses unconfirmed, though it's being destroyed in Nakure as we speak. The number of casualties uncertain so far. That is to tell you. You see, the pattern, the trend of this bomb blast this morning in Akure, Ondo, is the same thing with that of Abulado, and that is where our people our people who we are not understanding, or who are allowing themselves to be misled by Vanguard on the other people who are telling lies, are changing the narrative that what we told them, the figure of people died here is 100 and most are still being uncovered, and the number of houses are more than 100, and the same pattern took place this morning. Now I want to call on that celestial pastor who was saying our people are the major problem. I'm not saying whether our people are the problem or not. Now this bomb blast, is he our people that coordinated this bomb blast in Akure? Is he Igbo man? I want him to also look at it and so, and I don't know what the Southwest are waiting after, or having given Amatakun legal background. I don't know what they are still waiting for in order for them to kickstart. The Fulani people have threatened them before now. They are going to deal with them if they continue this Amatakun, and they have gone ahead to display or to show their trade. They have gone ahead to do their trade by these two bomb blasts that have taken place in the Southwest. And I don't know why some of them are still keeping quiet, fooling themselves, thinking that they will become the president in 2000. That is a foolishness of the highest order. And I want to use this point in time to call on our people to heed to the advice of our leader. Be very, very self-conscious. Some of them there, when you're talking to them about this epidemic, they'll be telling you all Kogambu. I pray, and we continue to pray and talk that our people should heed to the advice, because this one kills faster more than the HIV. And if luck run out of you, there is no way to resuscitate you, or neither is there any way to revive your life. So it's better we take precautionary measure and safety measure before we experience the virus. Before we experience it, we have to take precautionary measure. And those of them, if you have been advised, don't travel. When you are traveling, you are even endangering your life. Like I watched a video online where the police and the army stop the travelers, the motorists. People park their cars, their vehicle, and queue online. And when they were testing them using that thing that like thermometer to test their temperature, you see that these people cluster. All of them, their body are touching one another. So that is even a direct contact for you to contact this virus. Because by the time your body touches, of course, it passes through your clothes, or by the touch of hand, it touches your clothes, unknown to you, you touch your nose later, or your eye, or your mouth without washing. Because probably you're not going to wash your hand inside vehicle, neither any of them. So it is very, very important. Stay where you are for now. Don't run to anywhere, because that is a fastest way of contacting this virus. And we should heed to advice, professional advice and health advice given in order for us to avoid the damage this is going to cause. Like World Health Organization have just said, that estimated 45 million Nigerians will die if the virus go the way it ought to go. So let's be indoor and look for what we have to support ourselves with. God will help us, and with IPOB support and other support, we will survive this advent of coronavirus, and we will continue until God take us into the promised land, where all these issues will not be a case in our time. Thank you very much, Mazi Peter. I want to drop here that other.
All right, thank you so much. This is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls on. The Skype line is still open. It's 845-283-9665, 640-920-4541. That's the straight line. 570-352-8442. 929-406-9953. That's the line for the principal officers and the ladies. All right, you're still forgetting that. Let's keep reminding you about our June 2020 1 million man march that is holding. Is still very much in the gear. We have no changes at the moment. If there are going to be changes, we'll let you know. People texting me to ask me, is it still holding or not? Nobody has told you that it's not holding, so stop thinking about something that nobody says about. All right, I have a call coming in on Principal Officer's line. Good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Good morning, Iyke Peters. My name is Ben Okaf. I'm calling from Boston, Massachusetts.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, my brother, for coming up this morning for your daily program, and to educate us, and to enlighten us. And I appreciate the clip that you played with our lady Augusta. I thank you for that, so that people will continue to listen to it. Those that don't have the opportunity the first time will hear it. My brother, I thank you, and I thank the people that talked this morning. I think the last person is it Pastor Jack or Wise? I always misplace these two guys. Is that
Jack,
Pastor Jack?
Jack, yes.
Pastor Jack, okay. Pastor Jack, I like the question you posed to this so-called man that said Igbo people are his problem. Let him go and analyze the bomb that exploded in Ondo and tell us whether it was done by Igbo man or who else that did it. That's the way to attack these people. And also, my man, I thank you for the little education you gave people regards to what is going on. People should understand the politics they are playing with our lives because of the oil in our land. Okay? It's amazing that Britain or whoever, I had this morning that I had two people's comment with regards to where they ended up, the Jubril and Abakari. Whether they ended up in London, or whether they ended up in Cuba, with the amount of money they paid. So I don't really know where these people are, but I might have to go with the one that Rabbi Charles said they ended up in Britain and they came up on the newspaper. I think that would be more believable. No matter where they are, if Britain welcomed them, then you know exactly who your enemy is. Because I can't imagine any decent country that will open their door for a failed state where where the citizens are being killed. They're spending money left and right. You have bank accounts that is everywhere in the world with the amount of money these people stole. And these people came to you, a president and the chief of staff, who are infected with this deadly disease. They came to you and you allowed them in. In other words, you are the one that is giving them the wings to fly. You are in support of what these people are doing. And you know why you are doing it, because you are stealing the oil, the wealth in our land. And just like my man said, until we find a way to cripple that oil industry in Nigeria, oil and gas, until we find a way to bring it to nothing, they will never listen to us. Until we find a way to tell them enough is enough, because the atrocities they are committing on this oil, go to Biafra. Go to Goniland and see what these people did there, the devastation. You can never do that anywhere in the world and get away scot-free with it. How many times has we seen the executive of Shell come up on this TV promising that they will clean Ogun? The last time, what they did was to engineer this Fulani-led government to cleanse the people out of the land instead of cleaning it. So that when there is nobody that lives there anymore, it does not pose any problem to humanity. Therefore, it doesn't make any sense cleaning it. We know all this nonsense you people are doing. Okay? But one day you will be judged for what you are doing. And I think the beginning of this judgment is this coronavirus that's getting every part of the world. Knowing that even when leaders are now being affected, you can see that there's nobody that is going to free from it. So what I'm trying to say here is this. We know what is going on in Nigeria. They have used the Fulani just like the clip you played. Everybody knows that. They brought the Fulanis into our country. The Fulanis didn't come here voluntarily. Britain brought them there. They told them, this is where you go. We're going to work with you. They came there, and they have been using them ever since to subjugate the rest of Nigeria, stealing our wealth. Stealing our wealth. One day you will cough out everything that you've done. And whenever we are capable, we must take British people to the International Court of Justice for all the atrocities and genocide they committed against the indigenous people of Biafra, and they continue to do it. Even with the latest one now that is going on, it's the same genocide they have been practicing on us, and the world looked the other way. That's why they can welcome these two criminals into their country, allowing them to come there and be treated. When the rest of us, the rest of the people who are in that country are left to die, they did not set up any contingency plan to deal with this virus or to deal with everything. How many days ago did they stop the flights coming into Nigeria? Because they were waiting for their families to fly in from wherever they were spending all the money. If not for the coronavirus, they'll be abroad, enjoying life, enjoying electricity, enjoying good weather, enjoying everything, even like kings and queens, when the rest of the people are dying. And I'm sure that probably they flew out with their kids and their children and their wives. There's no doubt about it, because the plane is big enough to carry all of them. And Britain, you welcome them. Shame on you, British people. Shame on you. God will punish all of you. You will never go unpunished. If you ever get away with the punishment of mankind, you will never get away from the punishment of God. And I'm sure that Britain must go down.
Thank you.
God will punish you. Thank you very much, my brother.
Yeah, well. All right, this is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Iyke Peters. We're still taking calls here. I have a few more calls to take before we get on. I still want to remind you that our donation, our contribution towards the ongoing expansion of our radio programs is still on verge. So make your donations. Go to your local units and make your payment, whatever it cover go. No matter the amount of money you can put down, that would be wonderful. Just collect the receipt. Make sure you have a receipt, and then post the receipt on the WhatsApp line on 929-326-2733. 929-326-2733. That's where you post your receipt, not the money itself. When you pay the money, you get a receipt, and then you post it to this. In other words, this will help the organizers to know that the money has come in, and when it's complete, that's the only way they can keep account. All right, caller on caller on Skype. Let's take Skype this time. Caller on Skype, please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, my name is Chairman Pastor Chris Wiseman. I'm calling you from Cambodia.
Welcome to the program.
I just, thank you very much, my brother. So I just want to fulfill my quota on today's program. So actually, what I want to say is very simple and a kind of an eye-opener. I just want to reflect to the recent bombing that is going on right now in Yoruba land. Though it's none of our business, but who are those people that the bombs are affecting? It is our people. And I had one caller made mentions and they kind of made some point that where are the Amotokun. I just want to remind our people that since inception, have you ever heard or noticed or seen any good reason of anything that the government gather together and implement? For me, the answer is no. They do those things for political reasons. They don't do it for masses, because if actually the Amotoku is meant for the masses against Fulanis, then what are they waiting for? What is holding them? Must it take them ages to react? And I want to thank our leader and also our volunteers, because this was the exact plan that Fulani planned in our land. First, they started trooping in by unknown bosses in Ebonyi State, and our people were able to expose them and chase some of them away. The one that remains right now is the foot soldiers of Fulanis that sneak in through the bushes. But I think that we are dealing on them one-on-one, and we are decimating them just like as our People's General Ojukwu said. So that is the reason. All these things you are hearing right now is what they meant for us. If you doubt what I'm saying, think of those 400 men that were arrested. They don't speak Hausa, they don't speak Fulani, they don't speak English, they don't speak any language, and they are totally foreigners, all of them that were arrested. And after the arrest, where were they taken to? And which court? Have you heard about that news again after that channel's interview?
Yeah.
These people, they after the arrest, because we know that they have been their plans has been exposed. They now package them and ship them again to another land, targeting the Igbo's properties. Yet we are hammering on the strategical plans that these people are using. Our people we are fighting for are walking on deaf ears. I don't care. But internationally, they know the capacity of what these people called Buhari and Jubril meant for. Because if you are on Twitter, you will see this new trending news, an imam from Iran speaking against the jihadists, the killing of the Christians in Nigeria. Yet our own is to tell our brothers, don't listen to Radio Biafra. They are propagandas. They are propagandists. They don't have any, those people that are on the radio and television, they don't have anything, they are miscreants. Yes, we are miscreants. We are shouting, but you are paying the debt. You are paying dearly with your blood.
That's right.
Because you refuse to listen. You are paying dearly with your blood. The miscreants is making sense. And you that has sense right now is being used as a sacrificial lamb. Continue, because somebody must be sacrificed for Biafra to come.
Yes.
So don't worry, continue. We are not interested, but we continue to speak, because when John the Baptist was shouting without microphone, his voice got viral, but yet people did not listen. When Noah was shouting, his voice went viral, yet people could not listen. They called him miscreants.
Yes.
At the end of the day, what happened? Those of them that joined IPOB was rescued from that ship. But those of them that had sense, all the professors in America, all the so-called engineers and lawyers in London, they are the English manufacturers. They are the professors of the emeritus. Big grammars, when they use it right now with all these boo-boos, all these ties, smelling ties, some of them with hair, big afro, they have not been to barbing saloon, or they have not been able to use shampoo to wash their hair. They're claiming one professor, one title or the other. This is the reason why Osodimba was set in place in Imo State. if you don't watch it very closely, very soon, the same thing that is happening and you are hearing it will start happening in Imo State. Remember the 400 Fulani soldiers that was arrested. Where we are them now? They are still in Imo State. If you doubt me, keep quiet. Stop saying that we are carrying propaganda. But you, one day, that bomb will shut your mouth and your blood will be flowing in the street. So thank you very much, my brother.
There will. All right, this is Radio Biafra. We're still taking calls here. I think I have how many calls more? All right, I'll be able to take one or two more calls before we go. Not even 2 calls. In fact, I don't even think I need to take any more calls because my time is up. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi Peters. I think I have to shut down all the lines today. Don't forget that tomorrow is another day. I'm going to be with you. I promise. And God's willing, actually, because when you say you promise, it means you're being arrogant now. You don't know that there's a power beyond your power that is in control. The thing that is scaring everybody, taking them to London, to Cuba, to whatever. But they cannot run anywhere. You see, the funny thing is that no matter where you go, when it is time, when the Lord says it's time, it's time. Because with all the policemen, all the army, the military that is guiding you, guiding your home and making sure, there was a little story I read some time ago, long time ago. I don't know where I got the source from. A man was sleeping in his house and he's a king. And outside his house, a prophet had told him the day he was going to die. And he hung the prophet. He said, for even saying it, we're going to hang you. So they hung him. And then he didn't want to take any chance. He got the military, the army, the police, the ferret bombs and everything to surround his house on that particular day that he was going to die. So they all surrounded his house, his families. They were all happy that they were very, very protected, and they went to bed. At 6 a.m. in the morning, now the military man came in to say, sir, can I now dismiss the soldiers because they are still outside there? And it's morning already, so the date is over. You're not going to die. And the man was lying down there, and the man said, good morning, sir. And the man was still lying there. When they touched him, he was dead. So, in other words, with all the army and the police and the military and everything on the outside, he was dead in his room. What killed him? The same force, the same energy, the power that controls the universe. In 2 days, or how many days now, most of us here in New York, wouldn't say we're forcefully quarantined. We're just staying home, and it gives us a chance to even sit down for house small with the madam and the children so that they will see you. The schools, yesterday my 2 kids in high school, they just came in and told me that, Daddy, they extended our extension till about 15th of April. That's when they're going to go back to school. But who knows? It might be pushed further down the road. So be safe. Stay safe. That's all we can tell you. Do whatever you are asked to do. The authorities, they know better. Don't go out there and get yourself, wash your hands as regular as possible. We all do that. The only thing is that some of us, when you wash your hand, let's say I went to visit somebody in the hospital, and as I came in, they just checked my temperature to make sure that I'm okay to go to the patient. Then when I came out, I washed my hand. But you know what? The same hand that I just washed, I use it in pushing the door open to get out. So even in America, you want to be obedient and you want to make sure that you listen to the authorities, that you don't take the laws into your hand. And the church, that the people that are calling for service and gathering people together, some people are saying, wow, these churches, they tight. What is tight? People are talking about tight. Churches that collect tithe don't even have money. I'm telling you the truth. There are churches that I know, I would not want to call their names, but I have never seen them collect anything. I see them on TV all the time. And my mother-in-law one time asked me, where do they get their money from? I said, because there are followers. There are people around the world that make this money to them because they see what they are doing. When you stay there and start collecting ravage money and naira, we don't rot to finish inside baskets, and people are coming in and posing and telling you they've donated 1 million to you and they donated that to, I don't think that these people If you love your God really, God doesn't live in the church. God lives at home. He lives in your heart. You move around with God. It is there in your heart, and that's it. All you need to is to listen. If you listen to your teacher, or your prophet, or your pastor, or whatever you call him, and he's saying something, okay, you can absorb that. But you see, going there physically, distance is not a barrier. I heard it from one of the prophets. He said, distance is not a barrier. Pray on your TV. You can pray in your houses with your family. Especially in this time that the government have said, don't gather together. Respecting the government doesn't mean that the man saying it is a Satan. No. He's just passing a message. He's just trying to protect everybody else. So stay safe. Stay at home. Wash your hand regularly. You'll get away from this virus that is floating around. But God knows the bad time is over. I was watching the China television and followed the news about the virus, the way it started. It has stopped. They have not had an epidemic in the past 1 week or so. Nothing has happened there. Every people are going about their normal business. The hospitals that they built, they've shut down most of them. So what we are facing today, I keep saying it, is like when you light a fire in the bush. As I told my daughter yesterday, she was talking about her friend, the husband having the coronavirus infection and everything. He said, but daddy, it hasn't stopped. I said, no, the source has been stopped. The source. I listened to the network, Chinese network, and when they spoke about it, they said, we have not had any more epidemic, no more outbreak. And then somebody said, what about those that are still getting the effect? It's like burning the bush. The smoke escapes. You turn off the fire, but what about the smoke that has escaped? It will take time before everything will go down completely. That I know. I'm not advocating, saying things that I don't know. No, I listen. Forget about it. Some people say, oh, this prophet said this, prophet said that. Forget about what they say. Just use your mind. Listen to the network. So I don't think when they say, when the outbreak, when the source is cut off, the source is not there anymore. The supply is not coming in anymore. The one that has already gone in, it will take a little while and everything will go back to normal. Don't let the fear kill you, because my daughter was saying, Daddy, why don't you go and test that? I said, my dear, I'm not sick, so why do I have to go and test myself? Is it for you to know? I said, why do I want to know? I don't really know. In fact, there's somebody who called me from Nigeria yesterday. It was like, he called me from Lagos. He said, I hope you guys are safe. I said, yes, we're very, very safe. Everybody is safe. The family is safe. We are happy. He said, but have you gone to test? I said, why would I go and test myself when I'm not sick? If you step into that place, they test you, they tell you there's something wrong with you, now you become sick. Because the fear itself is the sickness. So I don't need to go and test myself if I feel okay. If I'm sick, of course I will go and test myself. But I will not just wake up because somebody's announcing coronavirus, then I'll go and test myself. What if they tell me I have it? The sickness will start from there, because you know what? The fear itself is the main sickness, not even the sickness, not even the coronavirus. The fear that you have it is the worst sickness that you can suffer. And I don't want to know. That is the way I've been living my life to this age. I'm not a person, I'm not a very good fan of the hospital. I'm sorry to say that. It's not a very good thing, but that's the way it is for me. It works for me. Because the fear, that thing fear, F-E-A-R, is the worst enemy that any of us will have. And that is what kills most people. Somebody could have, he has HIV and he doesn't even know about it. And then the day they tell him he has HIV, that's the day he starts dying. This is Radio Biafra USA 2. My name is Mazi, Iyke Peters. I'm going off the air now. Stay tuned, don't go away, because USA 1 is coming on. And Mazi Alozia is coming on the pulpit, so listen to him. Whatever questions you have, whatever, how would I put it? If you have anything you need to ask me, please direct it to him. He's going to answer you. From me to you, it's goodbye. I'll see you again, God's willing, tomorrow at same time. Bye-bye.